Skugbash, Anianapchagik Rebeca Ronstadt-Contreras. Good day. My name is Rebeca Ronstadt-Contreras, and I am the Higher Education Program Administrator with the Salt River Higher Education Program. I'd like to welcome you all this afternoon to our first ever virtual Higher Education Program orientation. I'd also like to welcome you to my bedroom, which serves as my office, and sometimes my lunchroom, and sometimes my laundry room, my library, and my classroom. I have 3 kids who are also learning from home, doing things virtually as many of us are. So I'd like to thank you all for taking some time out of your busy day to be here with us this afternoon. Hopefully we'll answer all of your questions. We're going to talk a little bit about the higher education program. We're going to talk about funding, the importance of applying by the deadline, our primary method of communication. We'll discuss the FAFSA. We'll talk about FNAs and how much our program supports all of our students. We're really excited to have you here. And without further ado, we'll go ahead and get started.
Hello students, my name is Tonya Coakley. I'm the Salt River Schools Higher Education Program Accountant. And in today's student orientation, I will be presenting on the following topics. Number 1, the types of financial assistance offered through the Higher Education Program. Number 2, the importance of meeting deadlines. And number 3, the importance of the FNA, the Financial Need Analysis Form. So let's get started. There are 4 types of financial assistance offered through the Salt River Schools Higher Education Program. Number 1, tuition and mandatory fees. Number 2, required textbooks and supplies. Number 3, a credit hour incentive. Number 4, childcare assistance. The importance of meeting deadlines. The importance of meeting the Salt River Schools Higher Education application deadline date is to maximize your opportunity to receive funding from the Salt River Schools Higher Education Program. This will allow the program to disperse funds on your behalf in a timely manner. Students are encouraged to remember the Higher Education Program deadline dates. The deadline date for college and university for fall semester is June 30th. For spring semester is November 30th. For summer semester, April 30th. The deadline dates for vocational schools is July 31st, October 31st, January 31st, and April 30th. The annual deadline date for academic schools is June 30th. The annual deadline date for vocational schools is July 31st. This means students will have to apply every year on those dates to receive continued funding in their program. The FNA. The FNA form, also known as the Financial Need Analysis Form, is a document the student must submit to his or her academic or vocational institution's financial aid office. The student must have completed the current year's free application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA, in order for the school's financial aid office to complete this form. The importance of the FNA form is that it allows the program to collect data on the types of financial aid and scholarships that have been awarded to you that you receive outside of funding from the Salt River Schools Higher Education Program. It is also an informational tool for the Salt River Schools Higher Education Program staff to assist you if you have questions about financial aid dispersed to you, or to refer you to other scholarships if you have an unmet need.
So one question that we get asked quite often is, how much does the scholarship program provide per student per year? And the answer to that question really does vary from one student to the next and is dependent upon a number of factors. The first being, where are they going to school? Is the student going to school in state, or are they going to school out of state? Is the student going to a community college, or is the student going to a college or university? Is the student going to a public institution, Or is the student going to a private institution? You see where I'm going with this. Every situation is different for every student. The best way to get the answer to that question is to contact your program advisor or the accountant to let them know where you're planning on going to school and asking for a funding breakdown so that you have an idea of how much tuition will cost, how much the program is going to cover, and if you're going to have any additional or out-of-pocket costs that the program might not cover.
Hi everybody, my name is Susie Thomas. I'm the Higher Education Secretary. I've been with the program for 14 years, and today I'm going to be going over the mandatory documents for our deadlines. The mandatory documents you need to submit for higher education include the following: the application, a copy of your Social Security card, a copy of your Salt River Tribal ID, a copy of your student aid report, your high school diploma or GED, a completed and signed W-9, the authorization letters, tuition invoice from the school you're going to be attending, required book list, class schedule, a plan of study, official transcripts, and your financial needs analysis. I hope this information was helpful to guide you in completing your application. Thank you.
Greetings, my name is Joyla Gates with the Salt River Higher Education Office. I am one of 4 program advisors, also community member. I hope that you find this orientation information useful and may you have a successful school year. I wanted to talk to you about our primary forms of communication. There are 2, email and phone. Email, all documents are required to be submitted in a PDF format in your email. If you want to reach me by email, I'm at joyla.gates@saltriverschools.org. Phone, 480-362-2542. We are available for you 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. I hope that you'll take advantage of your scholarship. If you know any other individuals that are interested, also community members, please send them my way. Some of the fields that I work with are biology, engineering, health and allied health, fire science, sustainable horticulture, cosmetology, and barber school. There's just a variety of degrees out there. Whatever you decide to work on, we're here to assist you. We look forward to hearing from you.
Hi everyone. I hope to meet you all in person sometime, but for now I'm very glad to meet you virtually and welcome to the Salt River Higher Education Program. I'm Erica Outcalt, a program advisor who will be working with many of you throughout your educational journey. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about filling out the FAFSA, which stands for the Free Application for Federal Student Aid. So the FAFSA is a Federal Department of Education form that most post-secondary students will fill out each year to determine if they're eligible for federal financial aid. It's also an application requirement for the Salt River Scholarship Program. So your FAFSA eligibility is based on yours or possibly your parents' income information, just depends on your circumstances. But just so you know, Salt River does not base your scholarship award on your income. However, it is a requirement to go through the complete FAFSA application process to receive full funding. So many of you may have already completed the FAFSA, but just in case you haven't, it's based on your 2018 income tax information, and the application can be found at www.fafsa.ed.gov. So in order to electronically sign the FAFSA, all students and parents must create what's called an FSA ID. It's basically a username and password that you create for any other website that verifies that it's you. And you can set up your ID before you start your FAFSA, or if you just want to get started with the FAFSA application, you can do it at the end. but you may have to wait a day or two to go back in and electronically sign and submit it. So filling this out might seem like a lot of work and maybe a little bit daunting, but really I think once you get started, you'll find that it's really not. And even if you do have questions, the Salt River Higher Education staff is here to help you every single step of the way. So as advisors, we each work with students who have selected specific majors, or guided pathways. So if your major is in the area of business, entrepreneurship, or management, I would be your advisor. So this focus includes programs such as public administration, computer and information technology, gaming and hospitality management, things like that. So if your major falls under those areas, I'm really excited to help you and work with you throughout your journey. And if your major doesn't fall under these areas, please know I'm still here to assist you in any way that I can. So I can be reached directly at 480-362-2548, or you can email me at erica.outcalt@saltriverschools.org. And then students can always reach higher ed through our main number, 480-362-2547. Please know I look forward to working with all of you and hope you are staying safe and healthy through this entire unprecedented time. Thank you for attending this orientation and have a great day. I hope to see you soon. Bye.
My name is Denelle Prieto. I am one of the 4 advisors here in higher education. A little bit about myself. I am married. I have 3 sons and a pet dog named Myron. I also been with the team for going on 4 years. I love my position and I love serving our people. So today I want to talk about enrollment process. The most important thing before you enroll in higher education is to contact our office to make sure that your program is covered. Not all institutions are covered 100%. So keep in mind, contact our office to ensure that your program is covered. Moving on, as an advisor, we help you follow your plan of study, meaning we help you along the way in your program of choice. But number one, I would like to say, for example, a student fills out their application is reviewed. So according to your plan of study, you're going to be designated to an advisor who oversees that area. Very important to communicate with your advisor. We have a successful program that Officer Danny Brown and Claycia Hand of Rio Salado. Together we have the Salt River Department of Corrections Reentry Program. Now this program is available to all community members who are incarcerated. So if you have a loved one that's incarcerated and they'd like to further their education, feel free to contact our office and then we will advise on the process. We do ask that family members help in submitting their required documents. And then from there, we work with the family. We do have the 7 graduates so far. And we have 1 individual who will be graduating by December of this year. We're proud of this individual as she will be receiving her associate's degree. And this is Salt River Department of Corrections' first associate degree recipient.
This program is basically a reentry program to higher education to give the detainees who have existing either GEDs or high school diploma to continue education in the college program through Rio Salado, which is a correspondence program. This program's been going, I want to say this is in its 2nd year.
Last, I just want to let you all know that our services are available for you. Even if you want to inquire about different schools, feel free to contact our office. Reach out to us, visit our website at saltriverschools.org and look at the information on there. If you want to talk to an advisor just to kind of get a feel of the area of what you would like to go in, feel free to contact us. Just remember that we have a very, very awesome program. We're fortunate to have the educational resources that we have. Not all tribes have the education resource that we have, so it's really, really important you reach out to us and get on a pathway to success. Okay? If you have any questions, feel free to call us. We'll be waiting to hear from you.
Skuktash, Guatsi, Yatehe. My name is Mario West. I am a higher education program advisor here in Salt River. I am part Laguna Pueblo and White Mountain Apache. Now I'm doing a short video to introduce myself to you so that way you know who I am as your higher education program advisor. Now program advisors are responsible for different guided pathways. Now here is a list to follow.
To name a few of the guided pathways, there's culinary arts, welding, education, visual and performing arts, which consists of graphic design, film, studio theater, and general studies.
Now if you go for one of those degrees, I will be working with you directly. I do look forward to working with all of you and getting to know you. Lastly, I want to give you a helpful tip. Please remember to submit your official transcripts at the end of your term or your semester. That way we can verify the classes that you've completed and we can issue you your credit hour payment.
I'm doing a little video just to show you where we're located and how you can find us. Come follow me.
There we are. If you can see, it says higher education. You come through these doors, we got restrooms on the left. As we come in, this is our office. I didn't put any of you to sleep while you're watching me, but I do look forward to talking with you and meeting you. Until we meet again, thank you. I hope.
My name is Davina Leone and I'm the Career Guide Coordinator under the Higher Education Department. First off, welcome to the orientation. Before I get started with my presentation, I just want to share a little bit about myself. I'm a community member, and with the help of the Higher Education Department and the community, I was able to graduate from ASU, Coast on Devil. Getting a degree can be, a tough journey, so I just want to encourage you all to stay connected. Reach out to your advisors when you need help. They're great about reminding you about deadlines, but they're also great about connecting you to resources. During my undergrad, I was feeling overwhelmed and I was struggling, and so my advisor from higher ed was able to connect me to some resources on campus and help me, find tutoring and the resources that I needed to be successful. I ramble on for too much longer, but I just want to, really emphasize, stay connected with your advisors, reach out when you need help, and no matter what your journey is, don't give up. It's okay, if you stop and restart, just get back up and keep trying.
Today I will be sharing information on some cool opportunities available to students. First up is the Community Literacy Champions Program. It is an employment opportunity open to Native American high school students. Students do not have to attend Salt River schools to participate. So you're probably wondering, what does the Literacy Champion do? Literacy Champions assist with creating media material that promotes literacy. This can include book reviews, read-aloud videos, book trailers, and much more. Next up is the Service Learning Program. The goal of the program is to connect students with their community through meaningful service projects. Service learning participants will collaborate virtually to investigate and identify a need within the community. They will work together to create a virtual experience, bringing awareness to the topic of their project. If this sounds like something you might be interested, stay on the lookout for upcoming projects. Planning for what comes next can be intimidating, but don't worry, I'm here to help. I can assist with job applications, creating a resume, scholarships, or even how to cook a 3-course meal in a dorm room. There's no such thing as a silly question, so don't be afraid to ask. The Service Learning and Community Literacy Champions programs are made possible by the NYCP Literacy for All grant. For more info on the other amazing programs offered through the grant, visit saltriverschools.org. Thank you for joining us for the Higher Education Orientation today. If you would like more information on service learning, literacy champions, or any other questions I can answer, please feel free to contact me. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day.
Thank you for attending the Salt River Schools Higher Education Program Student Orientation. If you have any questions, please contact our program office at 480-362-2547. Or you can reach us at highered@saltriverschools.org. We wish you an amazing academic year, and just know that we're here to support you. Thank you.